Hey everyone, it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi, it's nice to meet you. I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel down below. In today's video, I am talking about the struggle of finding a job in 2020 because let me tell you, it is so real. I don't like the phrase that the struggle is real, but that's how I feel about job hunting in 2020 because I was job hunting in 2018, I was job hunting in 2019, still job hunting in 2020, and it's really hard. And I just wanted to share with you some of the struggles that I've had of the job hunt because it's not a good time. If you are looking for a job, you probably can super duper relate to this video, so I just wanted to make something that would be super relatable for you guys to watch. So before we get started, I've already said this, but if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, and you guys can follow me on Instagram as well, and I will link that down below, and I will have it somewhere on the screen so you guys can see that. And let's go ahead and I have my notes right here. I wrote them down on a piece of paper this time instead of on my computer because it's easier to lift a piece of paper than it is to haul out my laptop. Let me just give you a little bit of a backstory. I graduated from college with a degree in digital media in 2018, and I currently have a full-time job as a communications representative. Basically, I'm a customer service person for a pediatrician's office, and I love the company that I work for. I have incredible benefits. I have a consistent, regular income. However, it is not in the field that I want to be working in. I don't mind working in the medical field so much as long as I'm doing something with like the marketing range or something like that. But what I'm doing now is not exactly what I want to be doing, and my boss knows this, and I've talked to her about this before, and I do the very best that I can in the job that I'm doing. However, it's not where I want to be, and I feel like a lot of recent college grads are kind of in this situation because I don't know, it's really hard to find a job. So now that you have a little bit of background on me, let me tell you what the biggest problems are. So my job only requires a high school diploma, and there are tons of jobs that you can do without a high school diploma, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when you go to school for 4 years and you pay $100,000+ for college, that's like without any scholarships or loans or anything, that's just like the overall price of what college costs on average. So when you're paying that much money, like I said, whether it's through loans or scholarships or any other form of payment, that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of time to waste for you not to have a job doing something that requires a degree. Even if you're not necessarily doing something in the field that you studied in, at least a job that requires a bachelor's degree would be like a little bit less like a slap in the face, if you get what I'm saying. However, here are the actual struggles now that you have a little bit of a background on me. So the first thing is that job interviews can take a long time out of your day. They take your time and your money and stress, emotional stress. They take your emotional dollars. And I think that going to job interviews obviously is a part of finding a job. Like, you're not going to get a job without an interview unless there's some sort of nepotism involved. But for the most part, you're going to have to interview for a job. And I think that well, let's put it this way. If you have a full-time job and you get an interview for another job, then you have to take time out of your work day. So you're not doing your job if you are going on your lunch break, or if you have to take any PTO, because that's what I have to do. I would usually go on my lunch break, and I would usually take PTO for any additional time that I miss while I'm gone. So that is hard-earned PTO that I'd rather be doing literally anything else with. And my lunch break, which is the time for me to eat, but instead I'm spending it here talking to you in this interview. And if the interview is successful, or if it's a learning experience, or you know, you get really good feedback, then it's not a waste of your time. But sometimes it's completely a waste of your time, and I think that's where the struggle really comes in, is that it is a complete waste of your time, your money, and your emotional dollars. That's what we call, like, we talk about emotional dollars a lot in my job, because being a customer service person is not an easy job because you're dealing with people who need extra love. So we spend a lot of emotional dollars at work, and so I'm spending my emotional dollars getting ready for this interview, being super nervous, trying to be super fake in this interview because I am super nervous, like trying to pretend like I'm not the most nervous person in the world right now, if you feel what I'm saying. The next thing that I feel like is a huge struggle is being ghosted after going to an interview. And if you're not familiar with the concept of being ghosted, let me tell you, it's when you do something for someone, you're talking to them, you're having a nice chat, you go in for an interview, they say, we'll follow up, and then they never do. Guys, that is literally the definition of a waste of time for both me and the person interviewing me. Like I said, I've spent this time out of my day, and then you don't even have the decency to email me to tell me that you're not gonna hire me. Like, it can be a super general email saying, thanks for your interest in this position, we've decided to go in a different direction. It can be super general. If they don't give you any feedback, whatever. Literally, I am expecting you to tell me that you're not gonna hire me. I can't even fathom the concept of not emailing someone back to tell them that you're not interested. Like, that is just rude and disrespectful and makes me completely lose all respect for you as a boss, as a leader, as a CEO, as a manager, as a company. It makes me lose complete respect for everything that you and your company stand for if you're not going to have the decency to email me after I've taken the time out of my day to come interview with you. Because while there's something in this for me, there's also something in it for you. And if you don't even tell me that you're not gonna hire me, then you just completely wasted your time too. Stop it, just stop. It's not appropriate. It's like, literally, there's no reason for it. It takes 2 seconds to send an email. Even if I send a follow-up email, you can reply. Because most of the time, if I interview with someone, I'm gonna send a follow-up email saying, thank you for your time, I look forward to hearing from you. All it takes, sorry, but no. That's it, that's all it takes. Just saying. And then here are some other things about being a recent grad that's really frustrating about finding a job in 2020. So I wrote, no experience, they won't hire. I'm gonna make a chart, a circle chart thing here. If you don't have experience, no one will hire you. And if no one will hire you, you can't get experience. So if you don't have experience, no one will hire you. It's a never-ending circle. If you don't have experience in a job, then no one's gonna hire you for something, and that's really frustrating because I just graduated from college. I'm fresh-faced. I have all of this new knowledge that you guys could probably learn from me. Also, if you hire me as a fresh face, you can train me, teach me exactly how you want me to do something, and I'm not gonna have any prior preference or training under my belt for me to pull out and say, well, this is how I did it at my last job. I don't know, it just feels like, hey, you have a really big opportunity to teach me and you're not taking it, because I am gonna take your learning. And also, because I have less experience, I'm gonna work for way less than someone that has more experience. Okay, just keep that in mind. You feel me? Does that make sense? And also, I feel like job descriptions that say entry level should not also have in the requirements 2 years of experience, 2+, 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 5 to 6. That's not entry level. That is not entry level. I cannot emphasize that enough, okay? That is not entry level. And if you're not gonna count my internship as experience, then why did I do it? Why did I work for free for months for this to not count as experience? And then there's also the thing where the longer you go without experience, the less experienced you become. I don't know, because especially in digital media, things are constantly changing, and if you're not teaching yourself and staying up to date on the trends and just how it all works, because literally SEO and algorithms change every single day, I feel like they do anyway, and rules change, laws change, all kinds of stuff changes every single day, and if you're not staying up to date on it, then the longer you go without experience, the least likely they are to hire you when you finally get to a point where you want to interview for something. I feel like this video was mostly just a rant video, but those are all the things that I feel like I've struggled with since I graduated from college, and I hope that you guys can relate. Maybe I'm alone in this struggle. Hopefully I'm not. This is funny. I have a friend who is a senior in college and he is graduating in May, and I remember whenever I graduated, I said at this point Adam is gonna have a job before I do in this field, and he's probably going to. He's done big things and I am still working customer service. So if you guys could just like pray for an opportunity for me, that'd be great, because I have continuously looked for opportunities over the last almost 2 years now, and I'm really frustrated if you can't tell by this video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel down below and help me make some sort of career out of my YouTube channel, since I am doing customer service right now. I'd love your help, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.